The wait is over. The Super Mario Galaxy movie is here, and now I'm going to tell you what I thought about it, as well as if the middling reviews it's getting from audiences is true. So, let's start with the stuff I liked about this movie. First off, the animation. I have been going on about how good the animation looks in my trailer reactions, and it did not disappoint. The animation is absolutely spectacular. The colors are incredibly sharp, the animation is very fluid, the daytime animation was good, but it was really the Galaxy and Midnight animation that really blew me away. Anytime they have a light show going on, you are really in for a treat. I also liked the characters. Princess Peach's introduction started out really abruptly, so did Yoshi's as he very quickly becomes a close member of the team, but as the movie got going, you no longer question their abrupt entrances and just accept them. But aside from that, everyone was a lot of fun. Even Rosalina was good. She's voiced by Brie Larson, and at first I was put off by that, but she did a good job too. When she's speaking softly, you can't even tell that it's her. It's only when she tries to talk with authority that you can, and her performance becomes less convincing. Yoshi was teased in the credit scene to the first film, and despite his abrupt entrance, he was great. But he didn't start out that way. He started feeling a bit too much too quick at first. He was making all these jokes, he was poking fun at Mario for liking Princess Peach as if he has been friends with him for years, when really he only knew him for a few minutes. And he just became an embraced part of the group too quickly. So I thought I was going to hate him at first, but there comes a point where he settles down and becomes a genuinely useful member of the team. And that's when he becomes much better, and you no longer question his place in the group. Jack Black as Bowser is still really funny as he was in the first film, and the mid-credit scene of the movie gave a really funny joke with him and Bowser Jr. Speaking of which, Bowser Jr. was also a really good addition, and he was far better at getting stuff done than his father was. And these two probably get the most character development in the film, and it was both funny, sweet, and also sadistic. Once you learn what Bowser was like as a father, you realize just how much he messed this kid up, and it's hilarious. And the action was a lot of fun. They make it look cinematic whilst also switching to the video game perspectives just like they did in the first film, and I loved it. And as you would expect, there were a ton of jokes in the movie too, but not all of them worked. And now for my complaints. Well, first off, I thought this movie felt padded out and could have been cut down. It's a very basic story, and in spite of that, it felt like they were just throwing everything in the kitchen sink at you, and in doing so, it felt like they were distracting from the story at times just to give you some fan service. And admittedly, it was cool, but they just keep doing it so many times that you can't help but feel that we should be done here by now. But no, we still end up hanging around these places just for more shenanigans to unfold. And unlike the first movie, there is no attempt at furthering any character development. And although we get tons of new characters in this film, a lot of the returning characters are missing. Donkey Kong, Mario and Luigi's family, and many others. They're not in this movie, and it felt kind of odd not to have them here. Another thing that felt odd was something the movie decides to do with Bowser in the middle of the film. I won't tell you what it is, but I thought his little arc here was so forced, to the point that I thought it was actually hiding a much bigger plot at first. But it wasn't, and I don't know what they were thinking with that. If they wanted to do that, then there should have been character development to support it, but there wasn't. So I didn't like that. In addition to Yoshi, we also have Princess Rosalina, and although she has some cool powers and stuff, she also had very little character development. Her capture makes no sense too, and in the end, she only has like a minute or two of screen time with Princess Peach. This further illustrates how little character development there is in the movie. And the story, now listen. I don't go in expecting a smart story from a Mario movie, but we have seen animated movies shoot higher than their target before, and they ended up being something truly special.
How'd that get in there?
But these Mario movies just aren't that ambitious, and they leave very little impact when you leave the theater, and that is in big part down to the lackluster story. And Mario Galaxy feels the same way. It's fun, but fun in a disposable kind of way. Once you finished watching, it doesn't stick with you. But guess what? I felt the exact same way about the first film. That's something I don't understand about the negative reviews for Mario Galaxy, and I'm talking about audiences here. People are complaining about the basic story, but the first movie also had a very basic story. It's just, instead of Rosalina being in trouble, it was Luigi. But it didn't matter. Even though the story could have been better, I still really enjoyed it. And that remains true for the second film. And people disliking it for its story, the fan service, the countless references popping up on screen for you to point at, the first movie did that as well. So if that movie got a free pass, why can't this movie? I have a theory, but I'll delve into it with my Super Mario vs. Super Mario Galaxy Versus video. So overall, I had fun with Super Mario Galaxy. The animation is what really won me over, and the score, which was done by Brian Tyler, he did a great job, and I think he did an even better job with the music here than he did in the first movie. And the film had far less pop songs as well, which made me so happy. And based on our watch party of the first Mario movie on my private Discord server, I have a strong feeling that I won't be the only one who is happy about that. So Super Mario Galaxy, it was pretty much what I expected it to be, and just like the first film, it wasn't deep, but if you're a fan of Mario, it's a lot of fun. So I give Super Mario Galaxy a 7 out of 10. So, what did you think of Super Mario Galaxy? Did you like it? Did it disappoint you? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. A huge thanks to my patrons for supporting the channel. If you want to know my thoughts on more movies and shows, such as my trailer reactions to the recent Harry Potter, Supergirl, and He-Man trailers, they're all up on Patreon right now. A link to my Patreon is in the description below. Click that subscribe button if you haven't, and the bell right next to it so you stay up to date with all my future videos, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up as well. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I will see all of you very soon. Take care.